Hi, out there. This is Donnie. This is my 3-week follow-up. 3-week post-op video. As you can tell from the clock behind me, it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And this is the first that I've actually had the house to myself, so it's quiet. And first chance I'm able to do a video today. It's Monday, technically, still it's Monday the 19th of December, 2011. And I wanted to first give my numbers. I just wanted to start out by saying, for those who are just now watching this is your first video watching, or if you've been following me the entire time, I started out at 360 pounds when I first went in to see the bariatric surgeon, and he put me on the pre-surgery weight loss program, and by the time I had my surgery on November 28th, I had lost 50.8 pounds. And today at 3 weeks post-op, I've lost a total of 69.1 pounds, which means I've lost 18.3 pounds since surgery, and that puts me at a total of 6 pounds lost for this week, which, for those of you who have been following me, are aware that that is awesome because of what I went through last week with not being very happy with my weight loss and unsure of if I did the right thing by having this surgery. And I'm really starting to see that it is pretty awesome that it's working. I mean, I still mourn food. I really do. I see my family eating portions that I used to eat, which I'm glad I can't eat those portions anymore, but sometimes I just really, really wish I could eat more than I can. But I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to stretch it. I'm not going to make it to where I undo what I've done. There were some small scale victories I've heard other people talk about, and I'm pretty sure I know what those are. On a grand scale, the grand victory, I guess, is getting down to your ultimate goal weight. But on small scale victory, it's just the small things that you notice as you go by each day as to differences. The very first difference that I've noticed, which actually I noticed last week, but I didn't put it on here because I was too depressed, I guess, is this right here. I have not been able to wear my ring, my wedding ring, for months. And this is actually just the wedding band, and I'm not sure if I can get my the engagement ring part that goes on it. When I got this on, I wasn't able to get the other ring as well, and I haven't tried it in the last week or so, and I'm just waiting, because that's another thing that I don't want to try it again until I think that maybe it will fit. So that was a big thing for me, because I think it's been actually about a year since I've been able to wear my wedding ring, and it feels good to finally have the matching set with my husband again. Another one small scale victory is see, when I went in to have my CPAP evaluated with the doctor that I guess he's a sleep specialist that prescribed the CPAP for me, he showed me pictures of why larger people end up having to use the CPAP, because why they stop breathing at night is because when people gain weight, their tongue gains weight as well. And so when they're laying down, the tongue is enlarged and it blocks your airway in the back of your throat. And because I have my tongue pierced, I actually am able to notice that silly as it may sound, I do believe my tongue has lost weight, because I have a lot more room there. And I was just playing with it the other day and noticed how much room there was, and it didn't used to be that much room. So I have high hopes that I won't have to use the CPAP after I have gotten to the weight that I'd like to be at. That will be awesome, even though it's almost an addiction with my machine. It's like I have to have it, and I need, you know, I look forward to sleeping because I know I'm going to sleep well because I have that machine. So, it'll be nice to not have to rely on that and have it everywhere I go. When I went to Vegas last summer, it was right there by the bed. I had to use it every night, but I did. And everywhere I go, I use my machine. So I'm gonna be happy when I don't have to. And another one was since been trying to get out a little bit since it's Christmas, and I want to get all my shopping done, which I am finally done with, since I am having surgery on my knee in 3 days. Well, technically 2 days and like 4 hours from now. I will have surgery on my right knee, so I will not be able to walk on it for 6 weeks. So I won't be doing any shopping during that time or getting out much. So I've been trying to get out as much as I can, and my coats that I wear, I have several different ones, and the two that I wear the most, I actually put them on and there was a gap. There was a noticeable gap when I zipped up. And I was like, wow, you could actually fit a small child inside here with me. That just shows how much weight I've lost. I mean, 69 pounds, that's like a, 6-year-old. That's how much I've lost. And, granted, it's been an average of 6.1 pounds a week that I've lost since surgery. It took me 7 months and I lost those 50 pounds, but some people would ask, why did you go through a surgery? You were losing weight just fine. I was at a dead standstill, and I was actually creeping up a little bit, and it was impossibly hard to keep losing weight. I was doing everything I had done before, and I was continuing to eat the way I was eating when I was losing the weight, and it just stopped. So I do believe I did do the right thing by having this surgery. So I better talk a little faster because it's 7.5 minutes and I'm not done. Okay, so I told my weight, what I've gotten down to. What I had issues with last week was didn't feel like I was losing weight, because there was a point where a week had gone by, and almost a week, and I hadn't lost anything. I was actually gaining a little bit, and I felt that maybe it had something to do with the fact that I wasn't able to go to the bathroom. So my doctor had suggested that I try milk of magnesia, which I take Colace on a nightly basis. And so it said to take 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk of magnesia near bedtime. I took it, in the evening time, just because I was hoping it would work, because everything else normally takes longer to work. So I figured that would too. Before I went to bed, it worked, and into the next day, it still worked. So I think I took too much. I took the 4 tablespoons, and next time I think I'll just take the 2. And I'm very grateful to have found something that actually works. And I guess I should have known it would work, because it's milk of magnesia, and the stuff we took when we had to do our bowel cleansing before surgery was called magnesium citrate. So same stuff, and it was just flavored different. But now I know it works. If you have a problem, take milk of magnesia. It works. At least for me, it did. And I am not someone who is a lightweight. I take, ongoing narcotics because of my chronic neck pain. If you can see my scar here, this is the cause. This is the cause. I had neck surgery, so chronic back pains. I take narcotics. It's a constant issue, but it's been even worse since surgery. So go for it. What I'm eating right now is just what everybody else is eating for dinner, at least. I just have a very, very small portion. I went out and bought little bowls, about like this size, and very deep, not very deep, and that's my portion. Um, Most of the time, if it's like taco salads, what we had tonight, I can't really just eat the meat. I could, but that wouldn't be any fun. But taco salads are still good. I do mostly lettuce, so that was okay. But when we have things like chicken and rice and salad, I just have the chicken. I can't even eat a full 3 ounces of chicken. I have to eat like half of it at dinner, and then save the other half for lunch the next day or something. Breakfast, I'm having 1 scrambled egg. I can barely get that down. I've got some yogurt now, so I'll be able to do yogurt sometimes because I do like it. Lunchtime, what I've been doing is I took the recommendation of somebody else who is doing it, even though they are getting tired of it because they've been doing it for many months, but I haven't done it yet. But I'm eating tuna. I make my tuna, I just take tuna and mix it with light mayonnaise and put some dill pickle relish. And I just mix it up, and I take some crackers, even though they say not to do carbs because it expands your stomach, expands in your stomach, but I feel the need for crunch sometimes just to get that satisfaction of eating something. So I think at the most I can have 4 crackers, and I just take the cracker and I dip it in and eat the tuna and eat the crackers. So that fills me up. 4 is pushing it, I mean, honestly. So a can of tuna will last several meals. It's at least 3 meals, maybe 4. I do get full very easily. I'm still trying to recognize the signs that I'm full, because sometimes it just feels, I'm not sure if it's just air or if it's actually just I'm full, because I still get a lot of air. Not a lot, but sometimes I still get air in my stomach when I'm eating or drinking something, because I'm always constantly having to burp, even if it's just a little burp when I drink especially. But sometimes when I eat, it's just air pockets, and so I have to take it really slow to determine if I'm really full or if I just have an air pocket that needs to move out so I can have one more bite. But that's something I'm really having a hard time determining, is when I'm full. And if there's any other indicators, please tell me, because I don't want to stretch my stomach out too much. I want to be able to eat a normal meal, a small portion normal meal that they show us in our classes, that will be what we will be eating for the rest of our lives. But at this point, I'm nowhere near that, and someday I'd like to be able to be at least to half of what they say we should be able to eat. I don't snack much. Sometimes I'll have something in the evening, but it's mainly just my egg in the morning, tuna or leftover from dinner for lunch, and then whatever is being made in the house for dinner. Since I'm not eating much, I'm not picky. If they're having something I can't have, which is mostly like pastas, then I'll have tuna or leftover meat. I'll find something, because it's really easy to find something to eat, because I can't eat much, even if I just eat a pudding or jello or something, which somebody suggested that I do to help lose weight. I didn't need to resort to that, but it was still a consideration that I had. My incisions are pretty much gone. I still have a little bit of a stitch in one spot, but other than that, they're pretty much healed. I have a little bump underneath the incision where they pulled my stomach out. I can touch it, and it feels like there's like a small ball, like a BB or something underneath the skin. So I'm still having a hard time with my fluids. getting all my fluids down. Half the time I forget that I have something there to drink, but I try, and I try. I really need to try harder, and I need to push fluids more. And I'm talking like water and juice, you know, the flavored, non-sugared water I call juice. I can have coffee, my doctor told me I could, and sometimes I sip on that for a couple hours, and I need to just cut the coffee out and not do it as often and just drink the fluids, because that, I know that'll also help me maintain my weight and keep the fluid off of my ankles. And my vitamins, I've gone back to taking my vitamins I was taking before surgery. My doctor said I can swallow them just fine. I'm taking 2 multivitamins because the gummies I was taking did not have iron in them, and these do, so they're a lot better for me, so I went back to taking those. And let's see, for my exercise that I'm doing right now is I will get on the Wii Fit. You do Wii Fit Plus, or I will do Dance Central to the best of my extent with my knee being as bad as it is. I do the best I can. If nothing else, I'll do Fruit Ninja, because that's just my arms. I don't have to use my feet for that. So that's what I'm doing, and I think that's it. Just remember, I'm having surgery in 3 days, and wish me luck on that one. And hopefully I get my laptop back tomorrow so that I can do videos from elsewhere, because I won't be able to do it from my PC once I have surgery, because it will be too uncomfortable for me. So comment. I really appreciate your comments and support. For those of you out there going through this, just hang in there and keep watching. Keep watching everybody out there who's going through this, because everyone has their little pieces of information, and who knows, people may not want to watch this video because it's 17 minutes, so I better go, and I will see you next week.